Welcome to Bible Story with Ojatts.
From the annals of ancient days, when the earth was young and destiny carved its indelible path, emerges a tale of two brothers, entangled not by choice, but by the very hand of creation itself. This is the saga of Jacob and Esau, a chronicle woven into the fabric of time, a struggle that began long before their first breath, echoing through generations, shaping nations, and redefining the very essence of divine will. Here, before the eyes of man could ever gaze upon them, the grand theater of their lives unfurled, a testament to a purpose both ancient and eternal. Before the dawn of their existence, within the sacred silence of the matriarch's womb, lay the genesis of a conflict destined to reverberate through history. Rebekah, the chosen, the beloved wife of Isaac, found herself ensnared in the crucible of barrenness, a trial familiar to the women of her lineage, yet no less agonizing. Her spirit, burdened by the silent ache of an empty cradle, cried out to the heavens, a fervent plea to the Almighty, a yearning for the blessing of fruitfulness. And God, in His boundless wisdom and mercy, heard her lament. The divine response, however, transcended the mere promise of offspring. It unveiled a prophecy of unprecedented weight. To nations are in your womb, and to peoples from within you shall be separated. The one people shall be stronger than the other, and the elder shall serve the younger. This was no ordinary conception. It was the birthing of destinies, a crucible where the future of entire civilizations would be forged, a testament to the sovereign power that orchestrates the intricate dance of humanity. The struggle within her was not merely physiological discomfort. It was the seismic clash of empires yet unformed, the foundational tremor of an epic narrative unfolding. Imagine, if you dare, the unseen spiritual battle waged within the confines of Rebekah's very being, a cosmic skirmish occurring even before the world could register their existence. This was the womb of destiny, not a mere biological vessel, but a sacred crucible where two distinct and opposing forces began their silent, profound contest. Jacob and Esau, though still veiled from the light of day, were already protagonists in a drama of immense spiritual consequence. Their kicks and movements within Rebekah were not random. They were portents, the physical manifestations of a deeper, preordained conflict. This was a clash of purposes, a fundamental divergence in their very essence, a schism written not on tablets of stone, but upon the ethereal scrolls of heaven itself. One would be the heir of promise, destined to carry the torch of covenant. The other, a child of the wild, tethered to the earthly realm. Their souls, though nascent, already held the imprints of their future roles, locked in an invisible embrace of tension and struggle, hinting at the profound separation that awaited them in the enfolding tapestry of time. Then came the voice, a resonant pronouncement from the very throne of creation, cutting through the silence of the ages, echoing across the vast expanse of unborn generations. It was the divine prophecy, a decree immutable and absolute. The elder shall serve the younger. These words were not whispered, they were declared, a definitive statement of intent, a reordering of the natural hierarchy, a subversion of primogeniture that would forever mark the lineage of Abraham. This was no mere prediction, it was a divine orchestration, a deliberate choice that transcended human understanding of merit or birthright. It spoke of a spiritual inheritance, a calling that predated any earthly accomplishment or transgression. This voice, ancient as time itself, continued to reverberate, a celestial echo reminding humanity that God's ways are not always man's ways, that His sovereignty precedes all earthly conventions. It was a testament to a plan laid out before the foundations of the world, a plan where the seemingly weaker would become the vessel for divine purpose, and the seemingly stronger would bend knee to a higher design. This prophecy was the guiding star, the unwavering compass for the unfolding drama, a constant reminder of the unseen hand that steers the course of history. And so, the moment arrived, the culmination of prophecy and struggle, the birth of brothers, marking their grand entrance onto the stage of human existence. First, Esau emerged, a vibrant explosion of life, bred and wild, a primal force mirroring the very earth from which he sprang. His body, covered in a ruddy, almost furry coat, bespoke a fierce and tame spirit, a natural hunter, robust and vigorous. He was a creature of impulse, of immediate gratification, of the physical world. Yet, as Esau made his dramatic debut, A second, equally significant event unfolded. Jacob, grasping his brother's heel, emerged into the light. This was no accidental gesture, no mere biological anomaly. It was a potent symbol, a visceral manifestation of a purpose that could not be undone, a premonition of his destiny to supplant, to overtake, to hold fast to what was promised. His very name, Jacob, meaning supplanter or he who grasps the heel, was a prophecy in itself, an inherent declaration of his life's trajectory. This act witnessed by Rebekah and the birthing women was a visual echo of the divine decree, a physical representation of the spiritual tension that had defined their time in the womb, solidifying their roles even at the threshold of life. From their earliest moments, their destinies were already charting divergent courses, laid out before them like two distinct paths upon a vast and tamed landscape. Jacob, though second-born, was destined for covenant, for the sacred inheritance, for the mantle of promise that had been passed down through generations. He was the introspective, the dweller of tents, the one whose spirit sought connection with the divine. Esau, on the other hand, was the hunter of the field, a man of action, of the wilderness, of the immediate, tangible reward. He was the embodiment of raw passion, of the flesh and its appetites, finding his solace and identity in the thrill of the chase and the bounty of the earth. Here, in their very natures and inclinations, lay the profound distinction between two archetypes of man, spirit versus flesh, promise versus passion. One was called to endure, to wait, to grasp the intangible blessings of faith. The other was driven by instinct, by the present moment, by the allure of the material world. Their diverging lives would serve as a perpetual illustration of this eternal dichotomy, a timeless narrative exploring the choices that define individuals and, by extension, nations. The profound significance of their birth extended far beyond the confines of their immediate family. It was the thunderous echo of nations, the very genesis of two peoples whose histories would forever be intertwined, often in conflict, framed their miraculous, prophetic birth as the true beginning of Israel's storied journey, a nation born not of strength or multitude, but of promise and divine election. Jacob, renamed Israel, would become the patriarch of a people chosen to bear the light of truth to the world, a lineage steeped in covenant and divine purpose. Yet, simultaneously, their birth also cast the indelible shadow of Edom, the nation that would descend from Esau, a people marked by their origin, by their attachment to the earthly, and by their enduring rivalry with their kinsmen. This was not merely a family feud, it was the ancient struggle of destiny and desire writ large across the desert sands, a conflict that would shape geopolitics, spiritual understanding, and the very narrative of redemption for millennia. Their lives, from their first breath, were not merely personal, they were prophetic, laying the groundwork for a geopolitical and spiritual drama that would unfold over centuries. A testament to the enduring power of a foundational moment. And so, we arrive at the profound heart of this ancient narrative, confronted by the divine mystery that transcends human comprehension and challenges our notions of free will. Before they could ever make a choice, before their eyes could ever perceive the world, before their hands could ever perform an act of merit or transgression, destiny had already chosen. This is the staggering truth of Jacob and Esau's story, a preordained path, a divine selection that predated their individual agency. It is a mystery that compels us to ponder the depths of God's sovereignty, the intricate tapestry He weaves, where even before existence, purpose is etched into the very fabric of being. Their lives serve as a potent testament to a grand design, a cosmic blueprint where roles are assigned and futures are etched, not by the fickle hand of chance, but by the immutable will of the Almighty. This enduring enigma invites us to look beyond the immediate to grasp the profound truth that often before we can even begin to chart our course, the divine compass has already set our true bearing, guiding us toward a destination ordained from eternity past.
Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe.